Sullivan here from the Australian College of Professionals. And I just wanted to talk through quickly the changes that have been made to the assistant agent requirements in relation to training. So it's all very exciting and lots of different changes that are happening within our world these days. So, let's have a look at what's happened. If you require an extension, this is for you, but it is only for one cohort of assistant agents, and that's for the guys. So way back in March 2020, all agents who had a certificate of registration were transitioned to the new assistant agent category or, certificate of registration. Now, those agents were issued with a new certificate of registration with a 4-year time frame on it, and it was non-renewable. Now, it's been stated throughout the past 4 years by New South Wales Fair Trading that certificate of registration holders must make application for the relevant Class 2 licence by the end of the 4-year period. So that would be the 22nd of March 2024. Now, Fair Trading have announced on 1st of March that there's a short-term extension available to this specific category of assistant agents, so only for the category of agents that expire on the 22nd of March 2024. So the announcement was made on the 1st of March. They announced that for the specific group of agents who transitioned, that there was a 12-month extension of their certificate. Now, to make application for this extension, the certificate of registration holder must be enrolled in the qualification relevant to their work functions. So if you're working in real estate or you're working in stock and station, you need to have completed the CPP 41419, which is the Certificate for in Real Estate Practice. If you're working in strata management, then you need to complete the CPP 40521, Certificate for in Strata Community Management. So 2 separate qualifications there which cover the 3 separate licence categories. Now, the time is ticking. You have 92 days from the 22nd of March 2024 to make that application for the 12-month extension. So that brings you out to the 22nd of June 2024. So you can renew at any time during that period. So this is for the certificate of registration holders. Again, only the ones who expire on the 22nd of March 2024, and you have not completed your relevant educational qualification and you have not made application for your Class 2 licence, you need to take the following steps. Now, on Friday, you were sent an email or an SMS, whatever contact details Fair Trading had about you, that was sent to you from Fair Trading and in relation to this extension process. Read it. If you didn't receive the email or an SMS, send an email to the licensing branch, and it's up there on the screen, property licensing at customerservice.nsw.gov.au, and advise them what your correct email or mobile is. Or you could just lodge a notification of change of details form at Services New South Wales. So you can go online and find that. What you do, you've got your letter. Once you've got that letter, access the link that is provided in the email or SMS. You cannot make application online on paper. The only way to get that link is by getting that email from New South Wales Fair Trading. So you can't go searching for it on the Fair Trading website. You can't go searching for it anywhere else. You can't get a piece of paper to fill in and pop it in the mail or take it down to Services New South Wales. You need to make this application for an extension using the link in the letter that they sent you. So it's really quite straightforward. So you won't be asked to provide evidence of your enrolment in the relevant certificate for qualification. However, you will need to answer the declaration on there where the question is about the status of your study and confirm that you are enrolled in the relevant qualification. We'll look at that in a minute. So, on the Services New South Wales site, it asks for your certificate number. It also asks for your extension notice number. Now, that number, it's a 1-9 and then a whole lot of other numbers, or 1-something numbers behind it. So that's on the letter that you receive from New South Wales Fair Trading. They give you your certificate number. They give you your renewal, your extension notice number. So make sure that you put those numbers in correctly and then click to renew. And then you click through the pages and you're answering all of the questions that are on there. There's the first declaration that you're enrolled in the appropriate course. So you're either in the Certificate for in Real Estate Practice if you're real estate or stock and station, or you're doing the certificate for in Strata Community Management if you are in Strata. Now, make sure that you do click yes if you're currently enrolled into your licensing program, because if you are not already enrolled into your licensing program, this is not for you. You are actually not eligible for an extension. So really straightforward about this one. So they ask you to confirm that your details are correct on another slide. They give you the opportunity to edit those, so put in the correct email address or mobile number if you haven't got one of them. Then you actually need to tick each of the 3 boxes on the declaration page. So you're certifying that the information that you're giving them is correct, and that you are actually enrolled in one of the relevant licensing qualifications. You understand that it's an offence to give over information that is not correct, and you understand the privacy collection notice of all the information that they're collecting about you. So that's the declaration that you're agreeing to when you tick those boxes. Obviously, you can't get onto the next page on your application without clicking on those boxes. It then tells you that you're going to pay them $100. So that's fairly straightforward. And so on that one, you'll be redirected to the Secure New South Wales Services New South Wales page where you will make that payment. So make sure you do that, and that is your application processed. Now, you'll get a confirmation from Fair Trading via email that your certificate has been updated and renewed. Fair Trading have stated that applications for an extension will be processed within 24 hours. So you can go on and do that right now, or you can do it up until the 22nd of June. I would suggest that right now would be a really good idea. If you're not going to get your application in for a Class 2 licence before the 22nd of March, so a few weeks away now, then you need to do it. So, as I said, you can do it right now, but you must do it by the 22nd of June. That is super, super important. So the 12-month extension of your certificate commences on the 22nd of March, whether you renew it today or whether you renew it in April or May or the 21st of June, so long as you do it before that date. If there are any issues with your application, Fair Trading will contact you, but no further extensions will be available. So guys, make sure if this is relevant for you that you get this application done. Super important. There are penalties involved if you don't. If you continue to work as an agent in New South Wales beyond 23 March 2024 without extending your certificate of registration, you can face fines up to $11,000. Assistant agents who continue to work without a certificate face on-the-spot fines of $1,100 or the court-issued fines of up to $11,000. Class 1 licence holders, so licensees in charge who oversee and manage assistant agents, should be supporting assistant agents to upskill before their certificate expires or to apply for this 12-month extension. If you are a licensee in charge and you're employing someone without this registration, the licensee in charge themselves could also face that same court-issued maximum penalty of $11,000. So, the warning is, Fair Trading have been very clear in their advice that this is a once-only extension of the certificate of registration. Once this extension expires on the 22nd of March 2025, so that's next year, you will not be able to extend that certificate, and you will be required to wait 12 months to reapply for a new certificate of registration if you have not made application for your Class 2 licence, meaning that you have completed your educational qualification. Now, you must complete the required training and make application for that licence. If you've recently applied for your Class 2 agent licence and it's still being processed, you do not need to complete the application to extend your certificate. It will be processed, it will be deemed as done as of the day you made that application. It may take them a bit longer to process that application, but you do not need to extend your certificate if you've already made that application or you intend to make that application prior to the 22nd of March this year. So there is an exemption for stock and station certificate holders because back in March 2020 when the reforms came in and the Act changed, those agents who hold a certificate of registration with a livestock only condition, you are exempt from these requirements to move to a Class 2 licence, and as such you simply need to renew your certificate when it falls due. That's it. It's a totally different application from the renewal application or the extension application. So if you're a stock and station, livestock only certificate holder, totally different deal. If you need more information, call us on that one. If they happen to refuse your application for an extension, for whatever reason, you will receive a partial refund of your application fee. So the processing component of the $100 fee is $46, and that is non-refundable. So when Fair Trading do their usual checks in relation to extending an application or extending a certificate or a licence, if you happen to be refused, then the $46 of that $100 will not be refunded. So your current authority to practice. Now you can continue to work on your current certificate of registration until your renewal is processed. You must have your application for an extension lodged with New South Wales Fair Trading prior to 23rd of June 2024. Use that link on the email or the SMS that was sent to you last Friday. What about everybody else? Okay, so if you're an assistant agent and your certificate expires at some point after the 22nd of March 2024, you are still required to make your application for a Class 2 licence prior to the expiry of your certificate. Okay, this extension that we're talking about today and that Fair Trading have announced on the 1st of March is just for the people who rolled over from the old certificate pre-March 2020 and their certificate expires on the 22nd of March 2024. It is just for that group of people. It's a large group of people, but it is just for that group of people. So guys, make sure that if you're in that group that you get your extension if you need one. If you're not in that group, you need to get your licence done by whatever your renewal date is after the 4 years from when you received your assistant agent authority. What if you've moved? As an agent at any level, whether you're an assistant agent, a Class 2 or Class 1, it is your responsibility to inform New South Wales Fair Trading within 14 days if your name, your address or any other of your details have actually changed. You can do that by submitting a notification of change of details form at a Service New South Wales centre, so go online and you can do that. Or you can email licensing branch. Same email I talked about before, propertylicensing@customerservice.nsw.gov.au. So make sure they've got your proper details and then you'll always be getting the right information. So guys, if you need any assistance, if you're not sure what applies to your individual situation, if you've got a couple of classes of certificate of registration, if you've got questions, we can and we will assist you to be compliant and progress your career in the property industry. So either give us a call on 1300 88 48 10 or send us an email to inquiries@acop.edu.au. This is a wonderful opportunity being provided by New South Wales Fair Trading to extend for that group of people who never thought they really might need a full licence, but the legislation changed and they do. So here it is, you've got an additional 12 months if you need it. If you need to talk training, if you need to talk the options around your certificate, please give us a call. We're all here at the college more than happy to discuss it with you. Have a fabulous day. Bye now.